So next question. Question number 14. So which has the maximum number of molecules? So among the four given below, which one has maximum number of molecules? The options are 44 gram of carbon dioxide. 44 gram carbon dioxide is nothing but 1 mole, isn't it? Probably it may have Avogadro number of carbon dioxide molecules. 48 gram of O3, ozone. This is also the molar mass of ozone. So this is also equal to 1 mole. But like the previous one, here also you have Avogadro number of ozone molecules. 8 gram of hydrogen. 1 mole of hydrogen is about 2 grams, isn't it? About 8 gram, which is equal to 4 moles. But this may contain 4 into Avogadro number of hydrogen molecules. The last one, 64 gram of sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide molar mass 64 gram. So this is equal to 1 mole. But this also has Avogadro number. So that given options, option A, B and D has Avogadro number of molecules, whereas option C alone has 4 into Avogadro number of molecules, isn't it? So that the one which has maximum number of molecules is nothing but 8 gram of hydrogen. Okay, so this is the right answer. Question number 15. The number of atoms in 0.1 mole of triatomic gas. Question is, how many number of atoms present in 0.1 mole of triatomic gas? Triatomic gas, each molecule contains 3 atoms, isn't it? Triatomic molecules such as ozone, so it contains 3 oxygen atoms, isn't it? So 1 mole of a triatomic gas may contain 3 into Avogadro number of atoms. 3 into Avogadro number. So this is the number of atoms present in 1 mole of a triatomic gas, isn't it? Now the question is, what is the number of atoms present in 0.1 mole of triatomic gas? So you have to multiply by 0.1. So when you cancel this, you will get about 10. So when this is cancelled, 10 power 22. 3 into 6.022 into 10 power 22, which is nothing but 18.066 into 10 power 22. So therefore 0.1 mole of triatomic gas may contain this many number of atoms. So when you write it as a single decimal, thus 18, if you write it as 1.8, so you write 1.8 into 10 power 23. 1.8 into 10 power 23 number of atoms are present in 0.1 mole of triatomic gas. 1.8 into 10 power 23. Okay. So look at the options. 1.8 into 10 power 23. So this is the right answer, isn't it? Right, now we go for the next question. Question number 16. 10 gram of hydrogen, 64 gram of oxygen were filled in a closed container and they were exploded. So what is the amount of water produced? Okay, so 10 gram hydrogen and 64 gram oxygen mixed and they are made to react, so that how much amount of water will be produced in this reaction. Okay, so this is question number 16. Now, so this is the reaction by which water is formed from hydrogen and oxygen, isn't it? Right. Now, 10 gram of hydrogen is mixed with 64 gram of oxygen. 10 gram hydrogen has 5 moles. The number of moles here is about 5 moles. Oxygen 64 gram, number of moles 2 moles, isn't it? Right. Now, see, according to the equation, 1 mole of oxygen, 1 mole of oxygen is giving 2 moles of water, isn't it? But actually, how many moles of oxygen you are using? 2 moles. But therefore, 2 moles, 1 mole oxygen is giving 2 moles water. 2 mole oxygen will give 4 moles of water. Okay, so now the question, how many moles of water will be produced during this reaction? So it is about 4 moles. The answer is option B. Now question number 17. What is the volume of oxygen required? What is the volume of oxygen required to burn 1 liter of propane completely at 0 degrees Celsius and 1 atmospheric pressure? Okay. For this you should write the propane combustion reaction. Okay. Propane formula C3H8. When propane is combusted in presence of oxygen, you get carbon dioxide and water, isn't it? Now, so according to this equation, 1 mole of propane need 5 moles of oxygen for its complete combustion. or 1 liter of propane need 5 liter of oxygen. So 1 mole propane need 5 mole oxygen. If it is 1 liter, then 5 liter of oxygen is required. Therefore, the number of liters or the volume of oxygen required for complete combustion of propane is about 5 liters. So option A is the right answer. Question number 18. How many moles of lead 2 chloride will be formed by the reaction between 6.5 gram of lead monoxide and 3.2 gram of HCl? So now we have to calculate how many moles of lead chloride formed by the reaction between lead monoxide and hydrogen chloride. Okay, right. So now the equation is, this is a lead chloride formation equation. Lead monoxide PbO reacts with twice HCl gives PbCl2 plus H2O. So in the question, the amount of lead monoxide used is 6.5 grams. HCl used is about 3.2 grams. Now let us calculate number of moles. When this reaction, the number of moles of lead monoxide used 6.5 gram divided by its molar mass 224. So you are getting about 0.029 moles. Similarly, HCl is about 3.2 grams, isn't it? Divided by molar mass of HCl 0.087 moles, right? Now in this reaction 0.029 mole of lead monoxide and 0.087 mole of hydrochloric acid are used. Say, look at the equation. 1 mole of lead monoxide is giving 1 mole of lead chloride, isn't it? So if you use 0.029 moles of lead monoxide, you will get 0.029 moles of lead chloride. Therefore, due to this reaction, the number of moles of lead chloride formed is about 0.029 moles. Okay, so that's the question. Question is, how many moles of lead 2 chloride is formed? It's about 0.029 moles. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Right. Next question number 19. Volume occupied by one molecule of water. Volume occupied by a single molecule of water if the density of water is about 1 gram per cubic centimeter. Okay, so now we are going to calculate volume occupied by a single water molecule. How much? Okay, right. See, volume of 1 mole of water will be about 18 cubic centimeter actually, because the density is nothing but 1 gram per cubic centimeter, isn't it? Which means the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of water is about 1 gram. By 18 gram in the sense, its volume will be about 18 cubic centimeter, isn't it? But therefore 1 mole of water occupies a volume about 18 cubic centimeter. So 18 cubic centimeter is the volume occupied by 18 gram water, that is 1 mole, which is nothing but Avogadro number. But therefore the volume occupied by Avogadro number of water molecule is about 18 cubic centimeter. What is the volume occupied by single water molecule? 18 cubic centimeter divided by Avogadro number. Okay, so that you are getting 3 into 10 power 18 by 6, so you will get around thrice. Then this goes up 10 power minus 23 cubic centimeter. Okay, so that is the volume occupied by one water molecule, which is 3 into 10 power minus 23 cubic centimeter. 3 into 10 power minus 23 cubic centimeter. Option A is the right answer. Okay. Now question number 20. An element X has 3 isotopic forms with mass number 200 about 90%, mass number 199 about 8%, mass number 202 about 2%. Okay, so now the question is, what is the average atomic mass? Average atomic mass, you know how to calculate average atomic mass. The mass number has to be multiplied by the percentage of composition of the respective isotopic form. Then the sum of these 3 has to be divided by 100, isn't it? So let us do that calculation. Atomic mass 200 with percentage 90. So 200 into 90 plus 199 atomic mass into percentage of composition 8 plus atomic mass 202 with percentage 2 whole divided by 100. Okay, so actually you are getting about, so when you simplify this, you will get about 199.96. So approximately it is 200 atomic mass units. So that the element which has the 3 isotopic forms can have average atomic mass around 200 unified mass or atomic mass unit. Okay, so look at the options. 200 atomic mass unit. So option D is the correct answer. Okay, right. Now next question, question number 21. What is the mole fraction of a solute in 1 molar aqueous solution? What is the mole fraction of solute in 1 molar aqueous solution? Okay, so for this you have to use mole fraction formula. Mole fraction of solute, number of moles of solute divided by total number of moles. That is number of moles of solute plus number of moles of solvent, or exactly mole fraction of solute is number of moles of solute divided by sum of number of moles of solute and number of moles of solvent. But now first what you have to do is you have to calculate number of moles of solute and solvent. Okay. Now this is a 1 molar solution, so it has 1000 grams solvent, isn't it? But therefore solvent weight is about 1000 gram. So number of moles is water, so we divide molecular mass by 18, so that the number of moles of solvent is 1000 by 18. 1 molar solute, so the number of moles of solute in that is about 1 mole. The number of moles of solute is 1 mole, N of solute is 1. Number of moles of solvent, 1 molar solution has weight about 1000 gram, 1000 by 18. Number of moles of solvent is 1000 by 18. Therefore formula, mole fraction is number of moles of a particular substance divided by total number of moles, isn't it? We are calculating number of moles of solute, in the sense number of moles of solute. Sorry, we are calculating mole fraction of solute, isn't it? Therefore mole fraction of solute equal to number of moles of solute, about 1 divided by total number of moles. That is number of moles of solute 1 plus this 1000 by 18 is nothing but number of moles of solvent. Okay, right now so if you rearrange, probably you will get 1018 by 18, isn't it? It goes up. So 18 divided by 1018, which is nothing but 0.018. 0.018 is the mole fraction of solute of 1 molar solution. It is the mole fraction of solute of 1 molar solution, 0.018. Okay. Question number 22. Maximum number of molecules present in which of the following? So you are given 4 options: 15 liter hydrogen gas at STP, 5 liter nitrogen, 0.5 gram hydrogen, 10 gram of oxygen. Okay, so first two molar volume formula you can use it. Then next two, option C and D, you are given masses, isn't it? So mass by molar mass into Avogadro number formula. So first let us calculate number of molecules in each case. The first one, 15 liter of hydrogen gas, isn't it? So 22.4 liter of hydrogen gas has Avogadro number. What for 15 liter? So this is the number of molecules of hydrogen present in 15 liter of hydrogen gas. Similarly, the second option, 5 liter of nitrogen gas. In molar volume, Avogadro number. 22.4 liter la Avogadro number. What for in 5 liter? So you get 1.34 into 10 power 23. So next two are based on weight. Mass by molar mass into Avogadro number. 0.5 gram of hydrogen gas. 0.5 divided by molar mass of hydrogen 2 into Avogadro number, 1.5 into 10 power 23. So 0.5 gram of hydrogen gas contains this many number of hydrogen molecules. Similarly, 10 gram of oxygen gas. Molar mass of oxygen 32. But this 1 mole has Avogadro number of oxygen molecules. What for 10 gram? 1 point. Now just compare these values. All are in 10 power 23, but 4, 1.34, 1.5, 1.8. So that the one which has maximum number of molecules is nothing but 15 liter of hydrogen gas. So the answer is option A. 15 liter of hydrogen gas may contain maximum number of molecules compared with the other three options. Okay, right. Now question number 23. You are given some anions of sulfur oxide, isn't it? Now we have to arrange them in the increasing order of oxidation state of sulfur. Okay, so first what you have to do is you have to find out oxidation state of sulfur in the given anions. Then they have to be arranged in the increasing order. Okay, so increasing order, least to most order you have to arrange. Okay, SO3 2 minus, SO4 2 minus, S2O4 2 minus, the last one is S2O6 2 minus. Now in SO4 2 minus, oxidation state of sulfur is plus 6 because oxygen minus 8, sulfur plus 6. When you add them together, net charge on the minus 2 plus 6. Sulfur SO3 2 minus ion la plus 4. Similarly, the other two, S2O4 la plus 3, S2O6 la sulfur oxidation state is plus 5. You have to arrange in the increasing order, least to most. So this is first, plus 3 first, plus 4 next, plus 5, plus 6, isn't it? So that order is S2O4 first, then SO3 next, then third one S2O6, then finally SO4 2 minus, isn't it? Therefore, option, look at the options given. So that option C will be the right answer. Option C is the correct one. Okay, right. So next question, question number 24. The total number of electrons present in 1.7 gram of ammonia. Total number of electrons present in 1.7 gram of ammonia. Right. See, one molecule ammonia has totally 10 electrons because it is made up of nitrogen and 3 hydrogen atom. In nitrogen there are 7 electrons. Hydrogen 1 electron. In 3 hydrogen together 3 electrons. So totally each molecule of ammonia contains 10 electrons, isn't it? The question is, how many electrons present in 1.7 gram of ammonia? See, 1 mole 17 gram ammonia contains 10 into Avogadro number of electrons. What for? 1.7 grams. So into 1.7. So if you cancel 10, this 10 gets cancelled. The answer is Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 power 23. Okay, right. So look at the options. The total number of electrons present in 1.7 gram of ammonia is about the Avogadro number. Okay, so the last one, the number of water molecules present in a drop of water which has a weight about 0.018 gram. So you have to find out number of water molecule present in 0.018 gram of water molecule. Okay, so for this the formula weight by molecular weight into Avogadro number. The formula is weight by molecular weight into Avogadro number. Weight 0.018 gram, molecular weight of water 18 gram into Avogadro number. Okay, so this gets cancelled about 1000 times, isn't it? 10 power 3, 23 cancel, 10 power 20 will be left out. So that number of water molecule present in 0.018 gram of water is 6.022 into 10 to the power 20. 6.022 into 10 power 20. Okay, so look at the options. 6.022 into 10 power 20 is the correct answer. Okay, thank you.